Final proper round of BPL action today on Rinkside Live before we get to the nighttime session. It's round 19 and the Sydney Lions set to take on the Melbourne eXtreme. You can see them there, the Sydney Lions. There they are, Karen Murphy, Nathan Black, Kane Nelson and their coach Steve Glasson. And they're up against the team of Nick Carl, Brianna Smith, Jack McShane and Mark Bullows. We'll get a look at the teams in a second. Nice little profile there. Nathan Black, Karen Murphy, Kane Nelson. There they are, all smiles. Steve Glasson just behind the line, looming large there. And the Melbourne eXtreme, well, this is their lineup. Nick Carl, Brianna Smith and Jack McShane. Plenty riding on this contest. It's actually one of the most pivotal clashes of the BPL so far. Val Febo, my name on Rinkside Live, alongside the one and only Matt Lucas and Connor Munnings. Gentlemen, welcome. How excited are we for this?
Hello, hello. Very good. Yeah, we're excited. Always excited. Any opportunity that we get to watch these guys go at it. We were treated last game with the Pioneers and the Pirates.
Yeah, it should be an exciting game. Two young teams, exciting teams, so I'm really looking forward to this.
Yep, me too, and we'll go through the ladder in a second, but there is another special milestone, another 300th game that has come and gone, or coming now. It is Barry Lester, the 10th player to reach that milestone. He played for the Roys, he's played for the Pulse, he's only been the Melbourne-based franchises, and he's won it on 3 occasions. Great to see Barry Lester notch up the triple ton, joining Wayne Rudiger, Scotty Thorborn, Kelsey Cottrell, and now himself, all doing so today. So a massive day of milestones for the 300 gamers. Now the ladder, the Moama Steamers on top, 12-6 after a loss to the Saints. The Suns getting over the Melbourne eXtreme in a tiebreak, who have lost their last 2 matches in tiebreaks. Could have been 3 if it wasn't for Jack McShane's heroics on the TV rink. The Sydney Lions, they're on 11-7 as well. So the Suns and Lions in 3rd, the eXtreme in 4th on 10-8. So 3rd versus 4th right now. The Hawks 9-9, followed by the Pirates on 9-9, with the Pulse as well. The Ospreys on 8-10, with the Jets, Pioneers, and somehow the Sydney Saints. So from 4th through to 11th, there are 2 wins separating and 3 separating, or 4 wins separating 1st through to 11th. So plenty of chances for players to get through to or for teams to get through to the finals. And the Tridents, they are done and dusted in the competition at the moment. I know this isn't anything to do with the bowls, but Connor Munnings has just been looking for his pen, turning this table upside down. And where was it, Connor?
On my lap.
He stood up and it's fallen. All right. Back to the bowls and the other matches going on. We've got the Jets and the Suns on the next rink over, the Tridents and the Steamers, so top v bottom. The Saints and the Pioneers. If the Saints win that, Matty, they are a genuine and utter chance of making it, which never thought I would say.
I tried to tell you time and time again yesterday. You'd written them off.
I did.
And I kept saying, well, you kept saying about Lloyd Christmas. You're telling me there's a chance.
Yeah. Well, that was the 1 in a million. Mary Swanson had already spoken to them. And the Gold Coast Hawks, they take on the Melbourne Pulse. And the Tweed Ospreys on the TV rink take on the Moreton Bay Pirates, who beat them on that rink on Tuesday night, thanks to an Alex Marshall special with the last bowl of the tiebreak. Here's Kane Nelson with his final bowl of the end. The eXtreme have only won 1 match on this rink from their 3 attempts so far. This is their 4th clash on it. Nick Carl skipping for Jack McShane and Nathan Black skipping for Kane Nelson. Brianna Smith and Karen Murphy on the bench. So there are 4 rounds to go.
It's a fairly good attempt there from Nick Cale.
Nice attempt. Probably cut it down to 1, I reckon.
Handy little toucher as well. You can see Kane giving the instructions to Blackie. Feel free to arrive with a couple of feet. He's ended up Jack high down a brilliant line.
So they have the respawn if they want it. And it might be what Nick Carl is after. Doesn't even look at it.
Yeah, took off quick, that one. The times that I've had to play on this rink or this green, I've sort of noticed that it's a needle punch carpet, so very responsive surface. Particularly if you're having a run, you let the ball go in a certain fashion, it'll slide, slightly lay it in, and it'll grip and turn a bit quicker than you expect. Nick trying to get the front bowl. Swinging weight is the call. This one holding. Again, he's tried to play that nice weight at that. Get the ball moving.
So their first sets have been a little bit of a problem today, the Melbourne eXtreme. They've been to 3 tie breaks, but they've lost the first set in each of their matches. So they're starting on the back foot. They need to try and get a solid start and a foothold to alleviate the pressure and having to worry in the second set. Nathan Black's bolt just seemingly holding.
Blackie's nearly drawn another shot here.
That was mightily close. Looks at Nick Carl and they're about to have a punch on these two. All in good fun, of course. So that is a 1 to the Sydney Lions. They'll lead it by that margin after 1. So yeah, the first sets record across a lot of teams. Very interesting to see who's having to play catch-up in the Melbourne eXtreme today. A lot of pressure on them in second sets. Brianna's been coming on, playing really well. Jack skipping. Nick Carr will really want to try and get this done. That's been the format for the eXtreme. Nick skipping with Jack leading in set number 1. Brianna coming on to lead for Jack in set 2. Then leading in the tie breaks, Nick second and Jack third.
You think there might be an opportunity to address that?
Yeah.
Perhaps even have Jack skipping, do you think? Or
if it continues, maybe if they drop this first set. They've got the Pulse tonight in the Melbourne Derby. So that's a massive contest in the scheme of things. The eXtreme have been in the top 5 all day and have had chances to go to second on the ladder. Lost to the Saints in a tiebreak. Lost to the Suns in a tiebreak. I was talking to Clive Adams just before, and apparently Bill Brandsma with the penultimate bowl said, I reckon Carl will draw this. But then was wayward and got a little lucky bump. And Clive goes to Bill, did you think you'd draw the shot like that, though? So it was a little bit of a result, but they will take it.
good head building there from Sugar.
So right there, if we pan to the 45 when this bowl comes into view, of Nick, Blackie and Kane. Those three, the three most recent Jackaroos to have made their debut. There they are. And what a nice bowl from Jack McShane.
It won't be long before Jack McShane's making a debut as well, I think. Yeah, Bowlers Australia are in good hands with these youngsters coming through.
For sure. Kane didn't mind this originally. Just a little quick, but it's actually, it could come into play a little bit later on. Jets have taken a 4 with the first end against the Perth Suns. Nathan Black is not a mile away here. And he's just going to sneak through. You feel like he's on the hunt and he's on the prowl. And it's an ominous sign for the Melbourne eXtreme.
Getting second shot out of that last one, flopping back off those back bowls.
He's still got one more to come as well. What has Nick done here?
Well, he hasn't made it any easier for Blackie, although I tend to think the way he wants to get this, and he should be around that front bowler next. He's basically trying to draw the shot. If the jack ends up on the end of it and you make a 3, you take it. Early call of Blackie.
How's this looking, Nathan Black? He has...
On the jack.
Oh no, he spilled it straight back to Nick Carls. It was 99% of the way there, but 1% not, and that 1% was enough. Jack McShane breathes a sigh of relief, and so does Brianna Smith and Mark Bullows. This has been a brilliant end. You can just see the stress of Brianna Smith next to us. Enjoying the BPL, Brie?
Very lucky to be.
What's Nick got?
Look at this from Nick Cahill.
Nick Carl says,
Down.
thank you very much, but again, not quite. Great effort. 1-1 after 2.
I just noticed Bree's nail polish there.
Yeah, she's done a good job.
Yeah.
Very
Might have to-
extreme.
Might have to give us a look on the 45. My daughter continually asks me to paint my fingernails. It's not something I'm down with, unfortunately.
What colour do you normally go with when she asks?
I don't know. I say, just go and see your mum if you want to paint fingernails.
I reckon you'd be sort of a blue type operator.
I'm a no type operator when it
just
comes to
the
painting
gloss,
fingernails.
just the gloss. Just making them look nice and fresh, Maddie. So, solid start from Jack McShane. Kay Nelson's also been phenomenal so far. Knows these greens so well, doesn't he? We were just talking to Jack before and he was saying that the shot clock actually does stress him out a little bit because he's so methodical. And generally he would say that, no, I'm not playing a quick match. I need to get through my pre-shot routine. But when he's nailing things like that, it's so impressive that, he goes quicker and he's still so accurate.
Yeah, 30 seconds is actually a long time. If you were just count it down, it's a long time. You can get a lot done. So I know it's almost like when the clock's running, you pay more attention to it, or you hear the clock ticking.
Okay, Nelson.
So you see Sugar right on the front of the jack.
That was as sweet as Sugar.
Yeah, look, most deliveries you're getting them done within that sort of 15 to 20 seconds anyway. Obviously there's some that get it done a lot quicker. So there's 22 seconds left on the clock when Kane delivers that bowl. He's had an opportunity to get an instruction, get himself set on the mat and deliver the bowl, all within basically 8 seconds. And didn't look rushed in any of it.
Just has to be aware of what shot he really wants to play. Just got to get your shot routine done, but it's more, you can't come up to the head, you can't really analyse what it looks like from the mat. You sort of have to play on instinct. It's why Aaron Sheriff and Aaron Wilson have been so good.
Yeah, and
at this level.
It's also trusting the other guy up the other end and making sure that he's being your eyes. So Nick Cale, he goes underneath, gets a back edge of that bowl through the jack, and it spews out to the side. Still 2 to the Lions. Got a lot more room. A little bit of a lucky result. Nathan Black needs this to run. He's going to add. It's not a bad spot to finish. Knowing that Nick's going to be down that side trying to draw the shot. Might just force Nick onto a tighter line, which he's sort of done here.
Sort of hold up.
Yeah, it's going to run away. That's just that where Nathan Black's bowl finishes there. Gives you that visual that you don't want to touch it, so you feel like you have to be inside it. And the moment you do that, pinch your grass a little bit, tends to want to run all the way.
So Nick Carl has a very big bowl ahead of him. Really big bowl. They're on the verge of being down a fair bit.
He's definitely out wide up.
And he likes it. Is it going to get back down? It's trying to do so. Wants to clear. Well, crash straight in. And that, I don't know whether this is one or it's 3 at the moment.
Yeah.
And that is a disaster for the Melbourne Extreme.
Yeah, just proving to be a real thorn. That first bowl from Nathan Black. Having a bigger impact than it would seem. Gets an absolute free throw here now.
Yep.
And I don't think he's missed either.
Well, his name is Nathan Black. He doesn't generally miss. And that will do for 4. Power play called by Mark Bullows. Red Jack coming out. Double shots on offer. And the Sydney Lions in this pivotal clash for a top 5 position. Melbourne eXtreme have lost their last 2. They were sitting really pretty. Had an opportunity against the Saints, had an opportunity against the Suns, were holding late in that tiebreak against Perth. And now they're on the verge of possibly losing a 3rd in a row. With a clash against the Melbourne Pulse to come, and the Pulse beat them the first time around and tend to get them on the TV rink. Another one pass for Jack McShane. Just gives them options when chasing a really big number. 2 on their power play would only tie it. And Kane Nelson has just been imperious. How has that found the gap? How has that not touched the bowl or the jack? It's in for 2, but still.
Another good bowl there from Jack. He won't be happy that he hasn't impacted there, but at least he's found his way to the rear of the rink.
So Nathan Black. This is a really good head of bowls for the Sydney Lions. A lot of pressure on Nick now.
Needs to get all the way down to the bowl, and then the jack. He's played it well.
Nailed it, in fact. So 2 currently to the Melbourne eXtreme. They would love a first set victory. Last of which came yesterday against the Geelong Jets. Nick Carl is making its way down, needs to turn, just doesn't turn enough. That could have been for 4. And Nathan Black gets this movement going. He's trotting behind it. Danger. Not quite getting there for Blackie. So is there a way that Nick Carl can sit this bowl away, get it out?
Are they line 2 now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can he sit it away and maybe make a 5?
Oh, I think Blackie's bowl might be cutting a couple out. Blackie's last bowl might be cutting a couple of the back ones out. I think he's really just trying to add by the looks of this.
He's close. Nick Carl.
All in.
That is a brilliant result. And that puts them in front in this set. It was desperately, desperately needed. And the Melbourne eXtreme net a 6 on their power play. 7 shots to 5 is their lead as Steve Glasson calls his power play. Double shots for the Lions, meaning they'll need a 2 to win the set.
1.5.
Huge end from the eXtreme there. A bit of a settler there for Nick Carl as well.
Yeah, he needed that. He definitely needed that. Nathan Black has sort of been looming ominous, hasn't he? He's been really good. Has there been anything that you've noticed in your notes, Connor, so far that are a telling trend?
Not really at the moment. It has been whoever gets on it really early has generally held the shot until that end there. So great conversion there from Nick Carl.
Yep, he needed that. Absolutely. Outstanding from the Cabramatta products, formerly of Broadbeach, born in Bundaberg, moved to the Gold Coast. Bit of a pool shark too. It's Nick Carl.
Did he tell you that?
Well, he said he's quite good. I back him in. I've seen some videos.
I think I've played against him before. I'm not very good, and I reckon I beat him. I might be thinking of someone else.
So the Geelong Jets have won the first set against the Perth Suns. Got through that in pretty quick fashion, I must say. Let's have a look at what else is happening around the rinks. The Steamers lead the Tridents 6-3, and the Pioneers have won the first set against the Saints 6-3. So is the Sydney Resurrection in danger? Be interesting to see what happens there. The Pulse have won the first 9-1 over the Hawks. So the Hawks, they are in massive strife. The Ospreys 6-3 leading the Pirates after 4 in the opener. This is really good leading from Jack McShane. Mighty leading from Jack McShane. Doesn't create too much of a target. Lots of gaps for Kane and Blackie to find, but they've just got to defend a 1. Can't drop a multiple. There generally is always a 2, isn't there, Connor?
Yeah. These players are so skilled and
Yep.
know what shots to play. They always find creative ways to make numbers.
Kane not pleased with himself. It's probably the loosest end he's played. He's been right on the money for the majority of this contest. Nick Carl. A big bowl coming up.
Interesting choice again. I think Nathan Black's going to want to play this on his forehand. If I was Nick Carl, I might have been getting down on the forehand and trying to, even if you fall a foot short and just sort
Get
of
in the
chop
way.
that hole up.
Is he going on the backhand there so he doesn't leave anything jack high for...
Yeah, potentially, but I think if you either nail it on the forehand or if you're finishing just in front,
It's in the way.
yeah.
Could get promoted.
Instead, you're just leaving the door open here. I mean, Nick could have drawn a cracker on his backhand as well, don't get me wrong.
And that is exactly why Matt Lucas just said that.
That's why he's the best in the business, Matt Lucas.
The decisive delivery.
Just leaving the door ajar a little bit. There's 101 different ways to play it ahead like that, so I'm saying it was incorrect.
Oh, Nick.
Especially when you back yourself to just go and rake
Special.
that ball out.
That is special.
Replay button for Blackie. Plays exactly the same bowl. I reckon he'll just trail the jack for 2.
Which is Matt Lucas exactly what they need.
Yep.
Doesn't like this one too much. So where's Nick putting this? Is he putting it right in front of that Nathan Black bowl?
Yeah, you could just see him there wanting to tumble a couple of those bowls up on the backhand. And that's the right play here, I think. Yep.
Well, an enthralling end. The eXtreme holding the set. This would be huge for Melbourne. A first set win. If they can get it, it'll be their first of the day. But Nathan Black was the MVP at this venue 11 months ago.
Needs to hit fresh air. I don't think he's got enough to really turn a bowl.
All right. So a trail for 2 to win the set. Draw the shot to tie the set. He's telling it to move. Not sure he likes it too much.
It's starting to come. I think he's just undercooked it.
And he has. And for the first time today, the Melbourne eXtreme win the opening set. That is a mighty result, considering they were 5-1 down. A 3 double to 6 on their power play. They win at 8 shots to 5. Defend the power play of their own.
Just going to have a look for taking 2 out.
Shots up, of course. Got to be hungry for those.
So they've already taken 2.
Yeah, wow. I thought this was only really going to be 1.
Measuring for 3, maybe even the front one. Oh, that one's in.
Yeah, rub a bit of salt into the wounds.
That one's in.
What if they scored here?
They might score a 5.
That's definitely in. That's a handful. Well, that's not just a 1. That's add 4 to that, and that is a 12-5 set win. That is a hefty set. 17 shots scored. It's one of the highest scoring sets in BPL history. Brianna Smith is quite happy. Bit of a smile on her face, bit of a nod. No substitutions coming on yet, so Bree and Karen Murphy will come on for N2 of set 2 and play out the sets. Let's say they'll come on to lead, and then I reckon Jack McShane will go to skip. That's what's been happening for the eXtreme, and Blackie will stay on, as has been the case. So 12-5. So the permutations and ramifications for the loser. If the Lions lose, not as bad for them as if the eXtreme lose. The eXtreme could go back with the pack. A win will see them just keep that distance away and almost guarantee them a spot in the top 5 at the end of the day. And pretty much, well, they'll guarantee themselves an even ledger. What would be cruel for the Melbourne eXtreme is Last time they were 12 and 10, they had a positive ledger. And same with the Lions, actually. Both finished in 6th and 7th on 12 and 10. And to do that twice in the same year at missed finals would be cruel. But it can happen.
Well, being a Richmond supporter, you know all about that kind of stuff, don't you?
We don't win anything at the moment.
Finishing 9th, remember?
Oh,
well, before you went on your rampage of
we didn't
grand
finish.
finals.
We didn't finish 9th then anyway. We only really. It was the late 90s and early.
when Richo was playing.
Yeah.
Nick Daffy.
Yep. Nick Daffy, Paul Bullis.
Yeah. Broderick.
Yep. Broderick,
Paul
Benny
Broderick.
Gale,
Benny and Michael.
Mark
brothers.
Chaffee,
Yeah.
Wayne Campbell, Matty Knights.
Ooh.
Had a pretty decent. I really don't know how they didn't succeed more.
The more names we started
Yeah.
reeling off, the more we went, how did they not make finals?
Richo and Joel Bowden especially. Those two, and Matty Knights and Wayne Campbell, they were heart and soul players. Joel Bowden and Matthew Richardson played in one final series.
Kane tipping that bowl and then just rolling away.
So holding one.
Just the one, or
No, just the one indicated by Bron. Should we have a look at what's happening around the rinks, gentlemen? The Jets have won the first over the Suns. They lead 2-0 in the second. That could also hold big sway for Geelong. The Steamers, 7-3 over the Tridents. Set number 1, they lead 1-0 in the second. The Pioneers won the first, 6-3 over the Saints, 1-0 in the second. The Hawks, 1-0 in the second in front as Nick Carl draws the shot cold. Nicely played. Would have liked it to run maybe a couple centimetres more. The Pioneers lead 1-0 in the second against the Saints. As I said, the Hawks 1-0 in the second, leading the Pulse after the Pulse won the first 9-1. And the Ospreys won the first set over the Pirates 7-3. Pirates 2-0 to the good in set number 2. That's after one end. Nathan Black with weight. I think it's probably still in the count.
Yeah. Two
Just-
and a look.
yeah.
It's a call from Jack.
Be same bowl from Nick, but just trying to get it behind
Yep.
that extra 2 centimetres that we discussed.
Yeah, even if he was to somehow get it just past Jack McShane's bowl in waiting, really lock it away.
Or
Basically
this.
just drawing the shot again. Perfect.
That is as good as it gets from Nick Carl. Did he run too far that time, though?
It's a pretty reasonable target for Blackie to hit on the backhand. I think any movement on Jack McShane's front bowl is probably going to get a couple away at least.
Wait.
Here you go. He does. He gets one of his own away as well.
Almost into the next rink. Nick's quick footwork proving fruitful. So one bowl left to come for both skips. And who's got the back of the rink here? I think
Well, it
that's
looks like-
Melbourne. There's no toucher in the ditch.
Yep. Jack McShane's deepest bowl, you can see on your screen. Looks like both of those bowls can go clean, so this is important from Nick to beat either one of those Sydney Lions bowls.
And I
Stay
think
well away, he's done
yeah,
really
that-
well there.
Jack high too.
Yep.
So this will have to be a cold draw for Nathan Black unless he can just get those bowls clean and stay, maybe looping weight.
Yeah, I think he can arrive, land on the bowl or trail the jack.
Kane's interested.
He's bounding after it. Blackie.
He hasn't, has he? Nathan Black, that is so close. What an effort.
Looks a lot like...
I had to get Kaz in. So Kaz enters the rink at 1-0 down. Brianna as well at 1-0 up. That was a brilliant end of bowls from Nick Carl, just continuing to ask the question. And he looks at us and he says, we're relieved of duty.
Well, he would have been relieved when he found out that he'd won that. Well, it wasn't a measure, but
That stare off.
yes, the stare off. That's well put.
So, eXtreme with the ascendancy currently, but the Sydney Lions, they are a formidable outfit and they will throw everything at this contest. It's one that Brianna, I think, would very much like to have back.
Yeah, well,
Expert line.
you're definitely allowed to have a loosener when you've
Yep.
been sitting down on the bench, just watching.
What can one of the greatest of all time do? Com Games gold medal in 06. 2 World Championships gold medals in singles, back-to-back 12 and 16.
Pretty handy start.
That's what you can do, Connor.
Kazza just looking to replicate, potentially find a foot or so of weight.
2 new players on the green. So it'll be a bit of a reset for both teams, which Sydney Lions are probably looking for. The great thing about this format, if you lose the first set by a lot, you're not out of it.
That's right. You can win the next set by the skin of your teeth and still be well and truly in the mix-up.
It's a curse for some. Karen Murphy. She just wants to plonk one in between her two.
She's done a pretty good job there. Holding 3. It's a pretty good start, coming on cold. And sort of shutting down that access on the forehand a little bit. Jack's got to be a pure draw shot around that. Probably just looking to really beat that Karen's bowl closest to Jack height.
Jack McShane. He was superb leading up for Nick Carl in the first set. Good side up. Found the weight.
It's a good side. I feel like it's still probably 3 to the Lions. Yeah, Blackie drawing and adding another one. Again, not making it any easier there on the forehand for Jack McShane.
Jack sticking with the draw. So we're just looking for another one around it.
Yeah, just a little bit high, and that's sometimes, again, we saw it with Nathan Black and Nick Carl earlier on in the first set. That bowl, it's just in your way, and you try and take a little bit more grass, and all of a sudden your bowl doesn't want to turn so much. Overdo the grass line a little bit, and you're left hanging out there, and you still fall down.
So Jack McShane, he's most likely 4 down at the moment. Would you be drawing, looking to get second and possibly shot, or having a little go at that with the 2-1s about a metre behind?
No, I think you gotta be trying to just draw the shot here, back yourself in to make your correction. He's had 2 goes at it now. I think he needs to get a seat on something. He's going a little bit here.
Yeah, very quick. He's frustrated with himself, so this is a huge chance for the Sydney Lions. Well, I'd be backing them in for close to a 5 if Blackie can draw this. Nathan Black. Yep, that'll do.
Yeah, it's an easy out in the end.
Handful. And that is an end that the Melbourne eXtreme would dearly love back. 5-1.
They're going to pull a power play straight away.
They had to. Well, it was 5-1 after 3 ends in the last set. And the eXtreme stormed back. But this just has to be cleaner. They have to be on the money. You can't give Nathan Black that sort of room, or Karen Murphy. They will punish you.
Smokey Dawson.
And that, well, Karen Murphy, that's incredible. Bear Jack, no problem. Just putting the pressure on Bree.
Have a little look at the weather here. I've got a feeling like the heavens are about to open
Nah,
up.
I just walked out and yeah, I reckon it's coming.
You can see some dark clouds, sun behind us, it's that muggy kind of feeling. See Karen Murphy. Oh, excellent leading.
Yeah, that is super, super leading. She is just evergreen, ever present, always on. And the Melbourne eXtreme are in danger of possibly going to a 4th consecutive tiebreak today. That's such a good record in them going into the day. But it just feels like the Lions have been probing. Power play for the eXtreme, so double shots on offer for them.
See Karen Murphy telling Nathan Black, get to that respot.
Yep.
She's short up the head, so all Nathan Black can do is cover.
Well, it's a good call, isn't it?
Oh, my favourite thing is, as a skip and pennant, is when all I need to do is cover.
Makes it easier for you.
It does. Means your team's playing well.
So you play respot or killed ends?
We kill the end, but
Yeah.
still you need cover if
Yeah.
Jack goes back.
Oh no. Oh no. Wheels could be slightly falling off. Nathan Black. Well, take your pick, really.
Yeah, so Jack, with that little weighted shot there, got rid of the Extreme's back bowl.
So they're holding 2. They've got 2 on. They've got 2 for the respot now.
Yeah.
This is looking supremely fruitful.
The only way I can see Extreme scoring a multiple is if Jack's able to get this Jack onto Karen's back bowl and bounce it forward.
Can't see that happening either.
Well, stranger things, he's not going to do it with that weight that he's playing now. He's more or less trying to draw another one in. Change it up a little bit. If he'd have got some separation on Karen Murphy's toucher, he could have potentially then had a run for both the bowls.
Can Nathan Black play on his backhand here, play a couple of feet through, hit his own, or hit Karen's and make a 5 here? Or would he just draw for another one since they've a few up this set?
He was in 2 minds right then. I could see him changing the bowl in his hand. He's playing your shot, Connor.
So the words from Nick Carla, you can draw it or you can back yourself to kill. Yes, will you lose the power play, but score 4 shots and 3 ends. So, nominating the kill. So power play will be lost, but they can still try and manufacture 4 from 3 ends. This has to be good. From Jack McShane. It's close. Got it. That is a brilliant hit. Yes, they lose the power play, but the score doesn't change.
Did you see that Jack ricochet off the back bowl there?
Yep.
Lucky it went sideways and not forwards, eh?
Yep. Yep.
If it had come forward, they'd have scored a 3.
You're in the replay.
We do.
See where the Jack went.
Oh, that's exactly almost what you call, Matty.
I was actually talking about Karen's
Yes.
other bowl, but
Doesn't matter. It's still ricocheted. You are still Nostradamus. So power play lost. White Jack down. Now they've just got to come back from 4 down cold. Just need to make sure that scoreboard does get updated. It is 5-1 in the second set.
start from Bree. A little bit of breeze picking up and temperature dropping a little bit here. Good shot there from Bree. Done a good job promoting her own bowl.
Oh, this has been something special from Karen Murphy. Unbelievable leading. Try and make sure this scoreboard gets updated.
Expect Nathan Black will be looking to go around the back here. But eXtreme has the spot. Splits the two eXtreme bowls.
Jack with weight again. So this is looking really promising for the Sydney Lions as we look destined for a tiebreak. The Geelong Jets, well, they've beaten the Suns, which makes this result pivotal for both teams because the Lions can move into second position and the eXtreme can jump to equal second. So I'll know that.
Nathan Black's dropped in the pit there, so Shane. Chance here.
He's close. And, more importantly, they got one on the respot now.
Oh, this just has to draw the shot for Nathan Black. Don't want to give Jack McShane an opportunity to draw for two with his last. Keep this set alive.
Yeah, I reckon he's in here. That's too much room for Nathan Black to...
He's got a bit of running to do.
Might not get there. No.
Well.
Well, Jack McShane, with a big opportunity here, needs to make good with this. Get it back to 2 shots the difference with 2 ends to play. A reminder, all they have to do is tie the set. He's watching intently.
He's just got to get some turn.
Don't think he likes it.
Well, if he turns, he's good.
Yeah, I think he's in. He's got it.
He has.
So they go middle.
Jack McShane says, you guys pick it, whichever one you want to do. And Bree said middle. He went, really?
It's like when you don't want to make the decision, but the decision's made for you and you don't like it. That's when you know that you want to make the decision. So 5-3. Just trying to get our scoreboard fixed on Bowls Link, but 5-3 in favour of the Sydney Lions in this second set. Hopefully our attendant is marking them in. Oh, this has been a superb game from Karen Murphy. She just didn't get there. Oh, I think maybe.
Yeah, I think she's holding shot in there now.
Yeah, she's winning this lead battle. Other scores. The Ospreys 1 ahead of the Pirates with an end to go in the second. Pirates need to win it to go through to a tiebreak. The Hawks and Pulse are in a tiebreak.
I think Nikki Brett's got 1 bowl to come, and they are potentially 1 down, maybe 2 down on the head as it stands.
And the Tridents and Steamers, oh wow. The Tridents and Steamers are in a tiebreak. I reckon Aaron Sheriff's got 1 bowl left, and the Tridents are holding.
Karen Murphy sinks another one in.
She is the boss. So Aaron Sheriff, watch him do this with his last bowl again. We'll let you know what happens.
Don't like it.
No, he doesn't. Or maybe they have one left each. Still in Fisher's.
Dill's got 2 left.
Ah, that was the first. Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's why I missed.
all right,
Because it wasn't his last
because it wasn't
bowl.
the last. I reckon the Pirates might have just forced a tiebreak. Or if it's loud now, think about what it's going to be when they play the Steamers tonight at 9 o'clock.
Kaz has played a brilliant end here.
Ah. Phenomenal
Yeah,
leading
that's
from
great.
Karen Murphy. Jack looking a little bit frustrated.
Omar misses for probably the first time with his last bowl this tournament, I think.
All right, well, the Tridents. And now, if the Lions can win, that'll put them. Oh, Jack McShane
Jack
again.
McShane.
Again, Jack McShane.
Split, runs for the jack.
He's a gun, isn't he? It's just dead drawing. So if the Lions win, they can go to the top of the table because their score difference is much higher than Moama's. Nick Carr says no.
He's quite dismissive about that as well, wasn't he?
He's backing his team in, and we like that.
Yeah, it's good.
So the Pioneers, they've gotten over the top of the Saints, which means the resurrection of Lazarus, probably short-lived. They might be just about cooked. Adelaide go to 9 and 10. Has that remained in?
Oh, it has to get in bounds.
Oh, I think it's in. Well, they can't afford to drop a multiple here. That would spell danger. It would spell a lot of danger. And Blackie obliges. I reckon he's put in 2. And he's in front of it as well.
Well, they need a 2 the extreme, don't they?
Yep. Run it in.
Oh, this is... I think this is a forehand. Oh, he's playing on the backhand. You know what I want to do, don't you, Val?
Yep. Jack McShane.
Rich. Yeah, mate. Great shot, Richie.
Jack McShane. He's drawn the shot. One more left for Nathan Black. What did you want to do? Run it in?
Am I missing something?
He's not giving away much.
No. Nathan Black, I reckon he's going for the bowl. Reckon he's going for the bowl. He's got the bowl. And they've got 2. So, there is a 2. It's 7-3. A 4 now is what the Melbourne Extreme need. And a power play to the Sydney Lions. They scored a 5 with the last end of set 1.
Well, there you go. It's taken until the 4th day for me to have a blunder. Here's me thinking that was the last end of the set.
Yeah, we were watching you go, what's going on?
At least I'm owning up to it, hey?
Yeah.
I tried to keep quiet so I didn't make a fool of myself, but
No,
call yourself out every now and then, don't
we've
you?
all done it.
In saying that, probably still could have been a bit more aggressive there, Jack. And
Yep, run it in.
Yeah,
That bowl
well-
from Nathan was in the way, though.
yeah,
Kaz has led brilliantly.
because no matter what you did with that draw shot, Blackie
Yeah.
was going to have an opportunity to remove
Yeah.
it with his last.
So they need a 4. They can't kill the end either, the Melbourne Extreme. Bree cannot afford to be short.
Karen Murphy. She has been sensational since
Yep.
she's come on, showing her class.
Well, there's a reason they've been so dominant in this set. It's been because of Kaz. Not happy with that one.
You're
the
allowed to
lockers
have
on
one.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to have one, Kaz.
From
It's
12, 11 have been right on the money. Bree's last of this set needs to be good. They need a 4. That's what they're looking at. A 4 will win them this match in 2.
She's done a great job.
She can...
Another bowl.
that'll do. It's passed. The Melbourne Extreme destined for a 4th consecutive tiebreak. The results are in the Pulse. They've got the win. And they're on 10 and 9. The Ospreys 9 and 10. The Hawks 9 and 10. The Pirates 9 and 10. The Jets 9 and 10. The Pioneers 9 and 10. And the Extreme need to win this to keep a gap. They need to win this to keep a gap. The Lions already have one.
Jack's got to hang around a little bit.
Oh, that's hard. That is difficult. Not sure how the 4 comes out of this now. Up next at 2:45.
Remembering that they've already used
Kill.
and nominated a kill early in the piece. Trying to land the front green is the call. Trying to maybe get both of them out of the head and then leave them one in there. When I said the front green, I wasn't talking about that one. It was the other one in front of the jack.
So they're going to get Kane Nelson on just to have a little loosener before the tie break.
Yeah, good move.
Jack's saying, do you want to bowl mine?
Reggie. Can you smash the front ball? Jack. Smash the front one. Goes up and sort of hangs around there. Just try and put the front ball through the jack.
Yeah, that's the right call from the
The very front ball of Karen's. Try and put that through the jack.
front bowler Karen's.
Took the time.
Front bowler Karen's through the jack. It might sort of spin around and hang around.
this would be.
This is Hail Mary full of grace.
Jack McShane, and he's missed. We're going to a tie break. The Lions score a 1 on their power play. You double that to 2. 9 shots to 3 in the second set. So it's a one-end shootout. And it's the Extremes mat. So it's going to come down. Nathan Black will have last bowl.
Nick Cahill should take the mat here, bring it right up and bin it.
Yep, 100% he should.
Jack McShane skipping, so it's going to always be T to T.
Jack's got a really good drive on him too. And it's Bree to start. So a 3rd successive tiebreak for the Extreme. A 4th on Ringside Live today. Back to back to back to back. And that is a nice little nerve settler from Brianna Smith. Kay Nelson to lead. So Karen Murphy, I like this move from Steve Glasson to have Karen Murphy in as the second.
Both Karen and Kane as leads were all over it, so you can't go wrong with either.
Yep. Well, Kane only really played one bad end, and that was at the end of the first set. But apart from that, it was the change came when Karen came on. Kane's already got one past. Can Bree join him? Doesn't want to leave it too jack high. No, that's okay. Winning shot hasn't been played yet, so who is going to win? What are we thinking, Matty? Putting you on the spot. Splinters?
No, Sydney Lions.
Connor?
I'll tell you what, the spot finish, Sydney Lions.
And I'm going to make it 3 from 3. It's boring when we all agree.
Don't sit on the fence. I'll go for the Sydney Extreme.
Sydney Extreme. Melbourne Lions.
Come on, Nico.
Nick Carl. Nick Carl. Nick Carl is in front of it. Not too much of a tug. Just ended short. Would have loved to have been past. They don't have the respot.
Yeah, a little gap. Karen Murphy given the option to maybe run this in on the backhand or draw it on the forehand. Ever the professional. It's the draw shot.
The professional would have run it in.
She's about to show us why, I think. Get to that bowl and drop. Oh, just got stuck.
Should Nick run it in? Tension is palpable. They know how important this is. How's Nick's weight here? Has he got the legs on this?
Yeah, Nick.
He does. But how tantalising is that target?
Fair way away from it. Little edge. Probably only going to get one of them.
Well, she's running at it, Karen Murphy. Knocks one of Brianna's into the ditch. So it comes down to Jack McShane and Nathan Black. They were desperately unlucky in their last match. Carl Healy got a lucky little bump, apparently. More reports from Clive Adams. The Melbourne Extreme. It's their 4th tiebreak of the day. The Sydney Lions have been rock solid again. And it was justly needed as well because they went 5 and zip and had a little dip Dropped out of the 5, but they're back and they're performing extremely well. What has the man nicknamed Reg got?
The deeper that gets, the better it becomes.
Yep.
It's the deepest bowl on the rink. Sort of covering at least one option out there if Jack spills.
This has Nathan Black written all over it, doesn't it? Watching. Kane and Karen don't mind it. And he's put it into the ditch. He's put it into the ditch. Timeout call by Jack McShane. So he has to draw to the lip. If he beats the bowl, have a look at that. Probably would have liked to have hit it a bit more belly, but if he beats that bowl at the respot and doesn't create a target, can Jack McShane continue this scintillating run of form that he's on? He did it with his last bowl against the Tridents this morning. He's watching on. Needs to turn.
Yeah, it's going to run a little straighter there.
Oh, I tell you what. I tell you what.
Yeah, I feel like it's just
it's just plopped in. And it's 3 straight tiebreak losses in a row for the eXtreme. They're back with the pack. And the Lions go top of the ladder. That is a mighty win for Sydney. The mighty Lions win the tiebreak. And they are purring nicely as they make a move towards the finals. That is win number 12 for Sydney. The eXtreme now only 1 win inside the 5 when they were sitting at almost 3 before. And now they've got a crunch match against the Pulse a little later on. That is going to be absolutely massive. But there it is, Nathan Black, Karen Murphy and Kane Nelson. Just a foot less weight and Jack McShane was all over it. But that is danger signs for the Melbourne eXtreme as they move into the night session. They have to get 1 more win. If they lose tonight, it is in their final spot is in big, big jeopardy. Up next at 2:45, we have got the Adelaide Pioneers against the Tasmania Tridents as the Pioneers try and keep their spot in the race alive for tomorrow night. Matty Lucas and Connor Munnings, well done.
Thank you.
We'll be back in 11 minutes' time for